Nobody took your freedom. You traded it for convenience, for safety, for recommendations that feel like choice. You're not oppressed. You're optimized. No interruption. No explanation. Let the accusation land without a target. This video is not advice, not instruction, not a call to action. Everything you're about to hear is opinion, observation, interpretation. These are our thoughts, our perspective, our conclusions. You are not expected to agree. You are not required to react. And you are fully responsible for your own interpretations and decisions. Nothing here is meant to diagnose, instruct, or direct behavior. This isn't about losing freedom. It's about what freedom quietly became. If nothing here feels personal, that's expected. Systems rarely feel personal while they're working. Disclaimers don't protect viewers, they protect structures. That's why they sound familiar. Freedom is everywhere now, which is usually what happens right before it stops meaning anything. More options, more customization, more ways to express yourself. You can choose what to watch, what to believe, how to live, who to be. Nothing is forced, nothing is locked. Freedom no longer looks like breaking out. It looks like scrolling, choosing, adjusting. Freedom didn't remove limits, it redesigned them. When freedom becomes a feature, it stops being a condition. Notice something strange. You never choose blindly anymore. Everything arrives pre-filtered, pre-ranked, pre-approved. You don't step into the unknown. You step into people like you also chose. Freedom didn't disappear. It became efficient. You're not being controlled. You're being guided, politely enough that you call it freedom. Uncertainty slows systems down. Guidance keeps people moving. You have menus, endless menus, careers, lifestyles, identities, opinions. But menus aren't space. Menus don't let you wander. They're designed to make wandering unnecessary. You're allowed to choose, just not to get lost. Because getting lost wastes time, and time is the only thing this system can't afford. Getting lost produces no data. Punchline Protocol looks at how things feel, not how they're explained. Darkside looks at why they're built that way. You're encouraged to be yourself, authentic, unique, different, as long as it's recognizable, as long as it performs, as long as it fits somewhere. Individuality didn't disappear. It became a setting, a variation, a theme. You're not copying anyone. You're just not deviating enough to be noticed. Deviation breaks prediction. Prediction keeps systems calm. Here's the uncomfortable part. This feels good. There's no fear, no confusion, no empty space asking who you are. You're always moving, always choosing, always progressing. Freedom without fear feels like relief. That's why questioning it feels unnecessary. And unnecessary things are easy to remove. Comfort is the most efficient form of consent. Nothing terrible happens. You're not miserable. You're not trapped. You're not angry. You just never leave the path. Because there's no reason to. You don't drift. You don't disappear. You don't become unrecognizable. A life that never scares you slowly forgets how to feel alive. Absence of pain is not presence of life. Freedom that never risks confusion isn't freedom. It's guidance that feels polite, and politeness is excellent at replacing space. Stay if this way of looking at things feels familiar. Leave if it doesn't.